You're sitting in your car, and your phone instantly connects to your speakers like magic. No buttons, no wires, just music. Ever wonder how your phone talks to your car without cables, and why everything doesn't just use Wi-Fi instead? Today I'll explain how Bluetooth works and why it's different from Wi-Fi like you're 5 years old. By the end, you'll understand when to use each one and why both technologies exist in almost everything you own. Most people think Bluetooth and Wi-Fi do the same thing. They're both wireless, right? But they're actually built for completely different jobs. Bluetooth is like whispering to someone standing right next to you. Wi-Fi is like shouting across a crowded room. They both deliver your message, but the energy, distance, and purpose are totally different. Understanding this difference changes how you use your devices every single day. Here's how Bluetooth actually works. Your phone sends out tiny radio waves in short bursts. These waves carry information encoded in a specific pattern that only Bluetooth devices understand. Your headphones are constantly listening for that pattern. When they recognize it, they lock on and create a private channel between your phone and your ears. This happens in milliseconds. The connection uses very low power because it only needs to reach about 30 feet maximum. Bluetooth wasn't designed to reach far. It was designed to replace the cables cluttering your desk without killing your battery. Now here's where it gets interesting. Bluetooth operates on the 2.4 gigahertz frequency band. Wi-Fi also uses that same frequency. So why don't they interfere with each other constantly? Because Bluetooth is incredibly polite. It uses something called frequency hopping. Your Bluetooth connection jumps between 79 different channels up to 1,600 times per second. It's like having a conversation where you whisper on a different frequency every split second. This makes Bluetooth extremely difficult to intercept and helps it avoid collisions with Wi-Fi signals sharing the same space. Wi-Fi works completely differently because it has a different mission. Wi-Fi is designed to move massive amounts of data very quickly. When you stream a 4K movie, you're downloading gigabytes of information. Bluetooth would choke on that immediately. Wi-Fi uses wider channels and much more power to blast data across your entire house. Your router might reach 150 feet indoors or 300 feet outside. It sacrifices battery life for speed and range. That's the fundamental trade-off. Here's what you need to understand about speed. Bluetooth 5.0, which most modern phones use, maxes out around 2 megabits per second. That's enough for high-quality audio streaming, fitness tracker data, or keyboard inputs. Wi-Fi 6 can hit speeds over 9,000 megabits per second. That's not a typo. Wi-Fi is literally thousands of times faster. But this matters only when you actually need that speed. Your wireless earbuds don't need gigabit speeds. They need reliability and long battery life. Wi-Fi would drain your earbuds in an hour. Battery consumption is where Bluetooth dominates. Your fitness tracker, wireless mouse, and smartwatch all run on Bluetooth because they need to last days or weeks. Bluetooth Low Energy uses so little power that a coin cell battery can run a device for months. This is why your Apple AirTag can track your keys for a year without charging. Wi-Fi would drain that same battery in days because it's constantly shouting at full volume. But here's the catch. Bluetooth can only connect a limited number of devices at once. Standard Bluetooth creates a piconet that connects one main device to 7 others maximum. Your phone can be the boss, and your headphones, watch, car, and keyboard can all connect simultaneously. But pile on much more and things get messy. Wi-Fi, on the other hand, was built for networks. Your home router can handle dozens of devices at once. Every laptop, phone, tablet, smart TV, and security camera in your house connects to one Wi-Fi router. Bluetooth would collapse under that load. Range is another huge difference that affects your daily life. Walk more than 30 feet from your Bluetooth speaker and your music starts cutting out. That's by design. Bluetooth creates personal area networks for devices you're physically near. Wi-Fi creates local area networks for your entire home or office. If you want to print from your bedroom to a printer in your basement, Wi-Fi handles that easily. Bluetooth wouldn't even see the printer. This is why your wireless printer uses Wi-Fi, while your wireless headphones use Bluetooth. The technology matches the job. Security works differently too. Bluetooth connections are generally paired devices. You connect your phone to your headphones once, and they remember each other. This pairing process creates encrypted channels that are tough to hack, especially with frequency hopping jumping around constantly. Wi-Fi networks are more open by design since they need to let new devices join easily. Your home Wi-Fi password protects the network, But once someone's on your Wi-Fi, they can potentially see other devices. Bluetooth's one-to-one pairing makes it naturally more isolated. You can't accidentally connect to your neighbor's Bluetooth headphones, but you definitely could connect to their unsecured Wi-Fi. Data type matters more than most people realize. Bluetooth excels at streaming audio because audio doesn't require massive bandwidth if you compress it smartly. Modern Bluetooth codecs like aptX and LDAC deliver near CD quality sound through microscopic data streams. But try sending a photo album through Bluetooth and you'll wait forever. Wi-Fi Direct, which lets devices connect without a router, can transfer files hundreds of times faster. This is why AirDrop on iPhones actually uses Wi-Fi, not Bluetooth. When you need to move real data fast, Wi-Fi wins every time. Cost and complexity also separate these technologies. Adding Bluetooth to a device is cheap and simple. A basic Bluetooth chip costs manufacturers a few dollars. This is why even budget headphones and cheap fitness trackers have Bluetooth built in. Adding Wi-Fi requires more expensive components, more power management, and more complex software. This is why your TV remote uses Bluetooth, but your TV uses Wi-Fi. The economics match the purpose. Then there's latency, which gamers and musicians care about deeply. Bluetooth traditionally had noticeable audio delay. You'd see someone's lips move on screen before you heard their voice. Bluetooth 5.2 introduced LE audio with latency under 20 milliseconds, making delays almost imperceptible. But Wi-Fi can achieve even lower latency with the right setup. Professional musicians recording in studios use wired connections or specialized low-latency Wi-Fi systems, not Bluetooth. For casual listening, you won't notice. For precision work, it matters. Here's why both technologies will stick around forever. Bluetooth owns the personal device space. Anything you wear, hold, or carry will use Bluetooth, because battery life matters more than speed. Wi-Fi owns the infrastructure space. Your home network, office network, and internet connection all flow through Wi-Fi, because moving massive data matters more than battery life. They're not competitors. They're teammates handling different parts of your digital life. The future is already here. Bluetooth 5.4 keeps improving range and efficiency. Wi-Fi 7 is rolling out with even more insane speeds. But the core mission of each technology won't change. Bluetooth will keep connecting your personal devices with minimal battery drain. Wi-Fi will keep connecting your home to the internet at blazing speeds. Your phone has both chips inside it because you need both, just for different moments of your day. So to recap, Bluetooth whispers short range with low power for personal devices. Wi-Fi shouts long range with high power for data-heavy tasks. Bluetooth maxes at 2 megabits per second, while Wi-Fi hits thousands. Bluetooth pairs devices one-to-one, while Wi-Fi builds whole networks. Both use 2.4 gigahertz, but Bluetooth hops frequencies to stay polite. They're not competing. They're specialized tools doing completely different jobs in your pocket right now. So here's my challenge for you. Look at the device you're watching this on right now. If you had to disconnect either all your Bluetooth devices or all your Wi-Fi devices for an entire week, which would disrupt your life more and why?